Eric July and his team made another big announcement today, one I was not expecting. And we're going to get into this and how it changes the game completely for everybody in just a moment. This is a really exciting deal, and I'm thinking about actually using it on my next campaign. We'll talk about this. I've been a comic creator for years, and actually my kind of dream has just been to just make the books and not actually have to deal with anything at the end of the day. We're getting to the point where it's like, I would love to be producing monthly books. That's kind of always been my deal. And I funded a bunch of monthly books for a while when I didn't really have the following in order to keep that sustainable. I think we're actually close to that point now. Coming in really hard over here. And, I would love to have that whole line going for monthly books, like I mentioned, and just coming out with stuff, competing with Marvel and DC, and of course, not, spending a lot of my time packing and shipping and dealing with things like that. And that's exactly what Ripa's offering now. It's called Ripa Send, and we're going to get into this news in just a second. If you're new to the channel, my name's John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator. I'm the editor-in-chief of FandomPulse.com. We are the people who actually build the news here that a lot of the YouTubers actually discuss. My articles have been all over, from the Federalist to PJ Media to Bounding Into Comics. You've seen me a lot, but you might not have seen me on YouTube just yet. I kind of came in late to the YouTube game on this stuff. So we've been breaking news for years, and we really appreciate Eric July and his team. And of course, we are, going to cover all of their news as well, because it's big news, especially this Rippasend deal. So let's talk about that. And before we get into that, though, make sure to back my new book, guys. It's called All Eyes on Ashley. I've got 24 hours left on this. We got a whole slew of new backers yesterday, so thank you for coming in on that too. This book is with Mike S. Miller, who did DC's Injustice. I thought about maybe I made a mistake here in titling this as a romance thing. There's a lot of ninja action to it. Believe it or not. It's interesting to me about how marketing works and how you could choose a different tack. I wanted to see if I could sneak in an audience that isn't actually watching and checking into things and pull them in also. But you're going to really enjoy this book. This book is designed for you, the person who's watching right now. If you love the action of the classic 80s films and things like that, it's in here. This is just a different marketing tack that I put on Kickstarter just for random eyes to see this. So check this out. Don't miss the book. It's one of my best out there, and it's going to be gone in the next 24 hours. That link's going to be in the description below. I also have my Subscribe Star if you want to support, and of course, get us going for those monthly comics. And I've got my bookstore on my own website as well. I appreciate you guys being there. So here's what Ripa announced, and here's his website, Rippasend. Right now, there's not a lot on the website. Just an about us, a frequently asked questions, and a contact us with a video, which has Eric July talking about what this is going to be, publishing and distributing your comics. Now, he talks about how, if you're a creator with some following and you just don't want to deal with the ins and outs of the comic business, depending on from scratch, you don't even know how to price your stuff. You don't know how long to make your book. They'll consult with you. To people who are just hey, can you just, fulfill my books? There's going to be a lot of different services all in between. And this is a pretty good deal. Now, Eric's not the first person to do a fulfillment sort of crowdfund service like this. This has happened at different levels before, but nobody of this magnitude has done this. So the fact that Eric's got this with his network, with his own website, where people are actually visiting it very regularly like this, makes this a different ball game. So if you want to put up your crowdfund campaign on the Rippaverse, that ends up making a statement, of course, in our community, which is actually kind of a big thing. Very interested in that kind of thing myself, like I said. And on top of that, there are print discounts that you get. I've been in this business a long time, and it's an economies of scale. I've always said at the end of the day that I really need 1,000 backers. Once I get to that 1,000 backers mark, the economies of scale start to slide. Ripa's at a spot where he's producing 20, 40,000 copies of his books, a lot bigger. And what happens is printers give bulk discounts to bigger stuff like that, bigger projects, and it makes it a lot easier to print things. So if you can bundle these sorts of things together, if the smaller creators can get together on this and bundle all the printing through, of course, Rippasend or whatnot, it ends up being a lot cheaper. He also has these deals going on with the shipping departments as well, and so he gets a discount for bulk shipping also that other people can't do. So that sort of thing makes it a very enticing thing. It makes it very good for the backers at the end of the day because you can charge them less. And then, of course, you are going to be part of this network, and of course, this network is a big comic buying network of people who will get eyeballs on your project because of this same deal. So it's a really exciting thing at the end of the day, and it's really going to change the game for a lot of people. we'll see how this goes, and we'll see what happens with all of this. But like I said, I'm tempted to check this out. I'm going to be, if you guys did back my Overmind project, I have that coming up maybe this summer for book 2. And the book 2 is going to be better than the first, and the first got really great accolades, of course. And so I'm like, maybe this is something where I do really just want to not focus on printing and shipping all this stuff myself and outsource this. It might be a good thing. It might be a good fit. What do you guys think? Should I go do that? Leave a comment down below. Love to hear from you. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to back All Eyes on Ashley on Kickstarter before it's gone, my friends. And I really appreciate your support over the years. You've been amazing. Let's build something cool in the comic book industry. The best is yet to come. I'm so excited. See you.